Gon' vote. Everybody gon' vote. Everybody gon' vote. Everybody gon' vote. Comrade! Labor right, them a go down, bong. Them a go down, bong. Them a go down. Is that? Margie, him a God picking. No hope their work if you touch Margie. Margie, him a God picking. No hope their work if you touch Margie. We now vote for Labour. Orange we a come out in now. If you love the PNP, who no step out for Marky G. Jamaica just come along with we. People time come, people time come, people time is up.
Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight.
Yeah, I say that we are. Pledge your allegiance.
Who's gonna run this town tonight?
Yeah, I say that we are.
We gonna run this town.
Make the trumpets play. Make the trumpets play.
Did not have happened. The first mistake was when the Prime Minister decided not, or when he decided to intervene in the serving of the papers for extradition for Christopher Coke. He should have stood back and allowed it to go to court if it was Coke's desire to exercise his right for the court to have a hearing on whether he should be extradited or not. He should not have interfered. That got us into all kinds of problems, at the end of which they had to backtrack again. And to reverse that, he had to instruct the Attorney General, which he has no right to do, to send the matter to the court. After doing that, she signed the warrant for the arrest of Coke. And that started off a different set of problems, because in the attempt to arrest Christopher Coke, he showed a great deal of bravado, that he could fight all attempts in his resistance to being arrested for the warrant to be served. Wrongfully so. You can't fight the security forces. That was a huge mistake.
Before you go into the other matter, I want you to step back a little bit. The defense put up by the government up to recently, that the way in which the intelligence got to the United States was illegal and it broke our laws here. You don't think that's a matter that the Prime Minister ought to have used at all and to have intervened in the dispute?
Let the court say that. Let the court decide that the evidence cannot stand up, or that the declaration will not hold, because that's what he went to the court for, a declaration. The declaration cannot hold because the evidence on which it is based is illegally taken. That's the court's decision, it's not his.
Yes. But I heard the minister saying, before it gets into the hands of the resident magistrate, I have to exercise a discretion. And I don't think that when illegal evidence is used, as they said it was, we're hearing the former commissioner of police saying not so. I don't believe that I can go ahead and give the authority to proceed on the basis of that information.
She just did that. She just did that on the instruction of the Prime Minister. And she's not allowed to take any instructions. It's her own volition. But she took the instruction of the Prime Minister to sign it, circumventing the court.
Let's explore. Why would Mr. Golding act in that way, Mr. Siaga? What is it about Dodus why he felt he had to intervene in this improper manner, as you see it?
You ever heard of the $64,000 question? That's a question a lot of people ask, and a lot of speculation exists around it. I'm not going to speculate. Quite frankly, it was wrong, and he should not have intervened at all. So I can't give you an answer as to why he should not, or why he decided that he was going to intervene.
But you say that's strike one against the Prime Minister.
Absolutely.
Where else did he go wrong?
He decided to declare a state of emergency and to give the power to the security forces to invade Tivoli Gardens, to apprehend coke, and of course any other persons who they thought were necessary to apprehend. The security forces invaded Tivoli Gardens, but there was no coke, and there were no other persons that they could apprehend. They had all fled. And this has happened on 2 occasions before. In May 1997, when there was the first invasion of Tivoli Gardens by the security forces, and July 2001, when there was the second. In both cases, the persons who they thought they could apprehend left the community. So there was nobody there that would be the objective of their search.
So who was firing at the police?
Good question. How can you have a gun battle if the people with the guns have gone and with the guns? That is why in this case, only 4 guns were found, and they were not in Tivoli Gardens. That's what the public defender says. So how could they have put up a gun battle against the multitude of security force personnel that went in there? What happened is what happened in May 1997. They go in there and they fire shots wild and indiscriminately, as long as there's a lot of firing, because nobody's coming in there to check them. They're scared. They're not firing at any personnel, any gangsters, any government. They just fired to give the impression to people outside. I was on the police station step in that first instance with a reporter from this station, or may have been CVM, who was talking about the battle going on in there. I later learned from people that the residents in there, that they were just firing the shots to give an impression that there was a battle, because there was nobody to fight. But they had to justify the fact that they went in there to find gunmen, and they didn't find them.
Yeah, that may be so in 1997, and I remember the episode. In this instance, though, the fact that the residents came out and almost brought it to the police. Judas is our God. Jesus died for us. We're going to die for. We're going to die for.
You're talking about the women.
The women who came out to demonstrate.
It's not a serious exercise of something that you need to even deal with.
Yes.
This is a part of a political show that you can boost up the person who you have come to have a special affection for, and to demonstrate that affection by virtue of marching in his favor. People march for these and other reasons. I wouldn't make that a part of the entire exercise.
Right.
It was another mistake that was made.
Yes.
But we're talking about the mistake of the Prime Minister. So it became a sham in terms of what the security forces were expected to do and what they didn't do. They couldn't do. But what they did do in the area between industrial
Today I want to talk to you about the importance of getting enumerated. Now, imagine looking around your constituency, your community, and identifying things that you want changed, but you don't have a say in making those changes. If you get registered to vote today or before March 31st, you'll become eligible to vote by May 31st. So I want to implore you to get on the voters list, get registered so that you can have a meaningful say in the changes that are effected in your constituency.
Solidarity
Jamaica,
with your leader.
time coming up.
Comrade
Time
Mark.
come, the date
Time
has
come.
finally announced. Everybody come vote for Mark
Time
Golden.
come.
Because for leftists, we have the hand. Because walk around
Make
this
sure say my part don't spoil this election day. Long time them labor right there for gone, you know. Them two one caring man. Make sure say my mark the X right there so cause me don't want the ballot spoil. See that X yeah? For the teacher them wanna get them pay. You see that X yeah? And for the people them want dead pan hospital bench cause they never have no bed. You see that X yeah? And for the police them want work overtime and can't get them overtime pay. Yeah man, see all that X yeah? And for the big salary what the politician them a give themselves and I can't get little salary to the people them. That X right now, yeah. For the nurse them. The nurse them. Or if you are working long hours and can't get no pay if you go a foreign if you try to survive. You see, oh man, that X yeah? This is because that time they take the bulldozer and mash up the house them out of Clifton. You see that X yeah? And the arrogance and the dictatorship where they try to run the country under. You see one there right there so? I feel all of the disrespect what they want to come give Jamaican. I make sure I say me mark my ex properly. Time come for a change. Time come for a better Jamaica.